you know, just as much as any other fan, I like seeing a bit of niggle and seeing the guys get into it.
On your phone or sitting at home, everyone can have an opinion, and anyone can be that keyboard warrior.
So I really think they're absolutely awesome, all the people on Twitters and forums. I've got my own threads floating around. I'm the worst judge in the world ever, and I should be dead.
I should be probably kept away from social media because I'm just such a complete nightmare. I mean, it's like I should just be left to just tweet about irrelevant things like the coffee I'm drinking or something.
You know, keyboard warriors and, you know, obviously modern day Twitter warriors, stuff like that. Again, it's hand in hand with the sport. Some people laugh about it. Some people don't laugh about it. Some people can want to kill them, this, that and the other. Look, you know, I think it's like anything really. You know, the more, the less serious you take it, the less inclined to be bothered you're going to be.
I had an incident a couple of weeks ago where a fighter had been saying things like, oh, I wish we were fighting pride rules because I'd stamp your head through the canvas and, you know, I'm going to really fuck you up, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. The other fighter said nothing at all, got in the cage and choked this lad out and then refused to let go of the choke. So I had to put a guillotine on him and stand him up, and then all the cornermen jumped in and everything, and that was purely because one fighter was trying to hype the fight and the other one took it personally.
Listen, mate, I mean, like I said, you know, some of the guys, when we go way back to, like, you know, the SF UK forum, stuff like that, people think the forums are bad now. Fuck, man, you ain't seen nothing to some of the shit that went down on them forums back in the day.
The forums are they're a bit flat at the moment in that terms. I mean, obviously there used to be, I remember some classic flame wars, you know, over the years, some classic troll wars, but nowadays, I don't know, trolls are getting lazy, you know.
For me, most of it, I love the entertainment. I love when I see, you know, if I've noticed a thread the night before and it's got no replies, and the next day it's gone up to 40 replies, and I know something's gone off.
MMA, unfortunately, or fortunately, a lot of its growth, I believe, has to do with the internet.
I think the forums have gone a little bit, kind of gone a little flat. I think Facebook and Twitter takes that place now, though, with people like posting stuff up on the Twitter.
You know, I sit around on Twitter all day, and you see people's opinions, and you just think, no. You know, and then like you try and you unfollow them or block them, and then you just find out that people like are retweeting them, or you use something like TweetDeck and they're on the search string, and like you sit there all day and you're getting really, really wound up and annoyed and that, and then you just want to go and explode, and then you start posting loads of the same sort of stuff, so then they hate you more, and then they post stuff, and then before you know where you are, it's taken over your life, and
I've had it in the past, I'll still get it now. I mean, for fuck's sake, I stand one fight up in 15 minutes. I have a guy tweeting me saying he wants me to die. Come on, man. I can't beat that. I'm laughing at that now because I've got to. It's immense. It's fucking crazy.
Because that's the appropriate action, because I've given a 10-8 round when somebody else thought it should be a 10-9 round. But the same fighter still won, you know? Really, think about it. As long as the right fighter wins, that's all that matters. But you do see some ridiculous things on the forums, you know, just people bad mouthing. I don't mind, you know, when people have genuinely got a reason, but there's an intelligent way of arguing this out, and then there's a way where you just make yourself look stupid. Unfounded, ungrounded attempt just to troll, basically.
Some people take it too far. Some people are quite skilled at it. I mean, Chael Sonnen uses it to hype his fights up. Personally, I don't like it.
You look at someone like Ian Entwistle, the guy's got big fights, and he's had probably some of the most talked about UK MMA fights over the past year or two, purely because of, you know, the niggle he gets into online, and, you know, fair play to the guy.
Probably one of the most famous ones is Roberto Atala and Alex de Souza. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's mentioned that, you know, and a lot of that festered online, this, that and the other.
I mean, you get somebody like, you know, love him or hate him, somebody like Leroy Barnes, Yeah, he does. He uses Twitter well, though. You know, he's got a lot of followers.
He's not blocking people, yeah.
Yeah, but he creates a bit of buzz about the fight, and arguably adds to his status of why he's got some of those fights. So it's a good tool in the right hands.
I mean, domestically, I don't think there's any need for it. Internationally or on the bigger shows, maybe with control.
I'd be a liar if I said it doesn't get to me now and again, because it's like fighting. It's like anything. When you're sat at home, your dick in one hand and your keyboard in the other, everything's easier. Everything's easier.
Do you know what I mean? You've got these people typing up, like putting these ridiculous hashtags like beast mode and do work. Do you know what I mean? You've got like a fucking 30-year-old like bus driver or something. He's like, just got back in from work, gone for a run, beast mode. Not really, that's what everybody does.
Hashtag freight train.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Loads of people go to the gym, but you don't, do you know what I mean? You're not beast mode in it. I'm not walking straight out of Future Fit with a beast mode t-shirt.
People in the UK, when they first come up against me, they may not like me, or they may have a little mistake, and I'd put it's a bit like this. When you get some rowdy kids and they're not used to people telling them don't do this and don't do that, or a bit of discipline, and they may have grown up, or they may have been used to certain shows that let them do what the fuck they want, then when they come up against me and I say, well, hang on a minute guys, look, no, don't do that, don't do it like this. It's a bit like that naughty school kid. Sometimes you get like a misplaced rebellion. You know, they don't understand that I'm there for the greater good, and I want them to do things because I try to impress on them and say, look guys, when you start climbing the ranks and you get to the bigger shows, this is the standards that will be impressed upon you. If you get used to it now, you're going to have no problem.
Yeah. You set yourself up for another it's a good tool kind of pun. I thought, but maybe that was I just kind of got away at the end.
Leroy's bigger than Mike, personally.
I bet he's still fine though.
And they'll tell a fighter he should have done this, or a coach he should have done this, or a ref he should have done that. And I know for 1 second I would just love to be in like this like flying SWAT team. So like one guy goes to write a load of shit and then next thing you know, his fucking door's kicked in. There's a squad coming in. They put a hood over his head. They put him in a helicopter, and the next thing you know, he's been thrust into the UFC octagon on the other side of the world, about to referee a world title, Anderson Silva. I'm going to be there. I'm going to hand my gloves to him and go, there you go, fucko, good luck. And then we'll see exactly what it's made of. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, thanks Sengoku. Fuck you.